Hello everyone. Hope you are safe and sound. Let us begin a new chapter. We will learn chapter number 7, triangles. Before we learn new concepts related to triangles, let us revise what you have already studied in your previous standards. What is a triangle? We know that a closed figure formed by three intersecting lines is called a triangle. Tri means three, right? So when three lines intersect, then it forms a closed figure which is called a triangle. A triangle has three sides, three angles, and three vertices. What is a vertex? A vertex is a point where two line segments meet. So here in this figure of triangle, we have three sides. Side AB, side BC and side AC. Now if we take any two sides, for example, let us take sides AB and AC. Where these two line segments intersect, they intersect at a point which is point A. So A is called a vertex. Similarly, B and C are also vertex. Therefore, a triangle has three vertices. Vertex is a singular form, whereas vertices is a plural, right? So a triangle has three sides, AB, BC, and AC for this example. And it has three angles. If in this figure, a triangle has three angles, which are angle A, angle B, and angle C. Also, it has three vertices, A, B, and C. So this figure is called a triangle. This is triangle ABC. Now, if we don't want to write the word triangle, we can use a symbol to write triangle, the symbol of triangle. Now, let us revise the topic of congruency. When two figures can be said as congruent? In general, what is the meaning of congruent? Congruent, which means two figures which are identical. What is the meaning of identical? Identical means when two things are same in every detail, or else you can say when the two things are exactly alike, then they are said as identical. So when two figures are identical, we can say that they are congruent. Now, how to find when can be the figures congruent? So in general, we know that when two things are placing one on another, if they cover each other completely, then they are said as congruent. We know the examples. On the figure, you can see there is a figure which shows two coins of 10 rupees. They are said to be congruent. Why? Because when we place one 10 rupee coin on the other, it completely covers it. That is why both are same. So we can say that these are congruent coins. Same way, if we take examples of two bangles of the same size, if we place one on the other, both covers completely each other. That is why these are also congruent. If we take example of credit card or debit card issued by the same bank, then they are also identical. They are exact. That is why they are also congruent. If you take two copies of your photographs of the same size, then that will also be identical. So they are also congruent. So these are some of the example of congruent things. So in general, we remember when two figures which have same size and same shape are called congruent figures. Now look at this figure. It is a figure of two pentagons, right? Are they congruent? Yes, they are. If we place one pentagon on the other, it will superimpose it. Both are exact. That is why this is a figure of congruent pentagons. Now consider this figure of two squares. Are they congruent? No. Why? Because one square is smaller, which means it has sides of smaller length, whereas another square is bigger than the first one, which means both squares have different sizes, although they have same shape. So here the shape is same but the sizes are different. So we cannot say that these are congruent squares. They are not. Now let us talk about criteria for congruence of triangles. In your previous standards, you have already learned 4 criteria for congruence of triangles. Let us quickly recall them. Here we have two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle DEF. Here these two triangles have one side as 3 centimeter. You can see AC is 3 centimeter and in another triangle EF is 3 centimeter. Are these triangles congruent? No, they are not. Why? Because only one side is same in both the triangles. You can see first triangle is a right angle triangle, whereas second triangle is equilateral triangle. This means only one side is same. Other sides are different, angles are different, which means this is not a congruent of triangles. Let us take another example. Here we have two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle PQR, in which it is shown that angle B and angle Q are of 50 degree, whereas sides BC and QR are of 4 centimeter. Are these triangles congruent? No. Why? Because here only one pair of angles are equal in both the triangles and only one side, one pair of sides are equal in both the triangles. This is not sufficient for triangles to be congruent. Remember students that only one pair of angles or only one pair of sides to be equal is not sufficient for triangles to be congruent. Then what it should be? Let us learn. Now refer to this example. Here triangle ABC and triangle PQR are shown. AB and PQ are of 2 cm, BC and QR are of 4 cm, angle B and angle Q are of 50 degree. What does this mean? Here we have one pair of angle same, which is congruent, and two pairs of sides are same, exact, which means they are congruent. So this is called congruency of triangle, and you can see that two sides are equal and their included angle. So we say that it is a congruency of triangles. right? So only one pair of side or only one pair of angle, if they are congruent, then it is not necessary that the triangles are congruent.